Hello everyone, Chris from the Headache and Pain Management Centre, and today we're talking about a thing that we see here at the clinic when it in particular is that really tight sort of spot that's just behind your shoulder. How can we see it? There it is, just in there. It sort of goes down the side of your neck into your shoulder, and you can't do anything to kind of relieve it. It just feels like it's really tight. You've got to grab it. We've heard people say they want to just get an ice cream scoop and scoop it out because it's just really tight and sore there. So today we're talking about a couple of things that might be causing that particular pain pattern to happen. If you are joining us, type in below and say hello, and we can answer the questions as we go. So yes, this particular presentation, we get this pain that goes down your neck into the shoulder blade. Feels like there's a hard rock or lump or something with the shoulder blade. Just having a few joined, g'day, good to see you there. So basically when you're getting this pain that goes into the shoulder blade in through here, it's often kind of baffling to work out what the cause of the pain is. It doesn't feel like a lot of things like massage really help all that much. Some people put a heat pack on it. Other people, it feels really difficult to either turn towards it because it blocks it somewhere sort of in your neck, or to turn away from it because it feels like a really big pull going into that side of your neck. So this is really common on people, particularly office workers. They're often sitting at the computer and they're still, and it's often because they're using the mouse with their right hand, so they're reaching out and getting a lot of movement with their hand like that while they are using their mouse for a long period of time. Can also happen concomitantly with, that's a long word, also happens in conjunction, that's even a longer word. It also happens with headache and migraine, where that happens, actually joins down into the shoulder and can kind of get some shoulder pain when you get the headache as well. So what's actually going on here? So there's a couple of things that can cause pain referring directly into that area. The first one, most common one, is a muscle called levator scapulae, which connects into the shoulder itself and joins up into the top of your neck directly. And that can often be a muscle that's really quite painful and sore. And the way to treat that is a couple of things. Firstly, you need to get some exercise so that you can draw that shoulder blade down and take the stress off that muscle. And if it is too tight and needs a little bit more a little bit more work to get it to relax off, then maybe some dry needling can help that as well. We find that's really effective. The second thing that can cause the pain there is some referred pain, either from the joints up to the top of your neck, because it can refer straight into your shoulder, or some referred pain from the joints a little bit lower down the neck as well. They can refer pain into that sort of similar area too. So it's important when you have got shoulder pain or that pain that's sort of in through here, that a full assessment of your neck's done too, because it can be a bit of a tricky spot to work out, because the joints at the top of the neck affect the muscle, but you can also get referred pain directly from the joints down below the neck into that spot too, because the nerves that innervate that muscle come from those, around those joints in the lower part of the neck, so it can be a bit confusing. The third thing that can cause some pain into that area is what we call neural tension. So, g'day, just got a couple of new joiners. Just join in, say hello. Thanks for the like, really appreciate that. So when you have this nerve type pain that comes into there, it's more like a deep gnawing pain when you turn through there, and quite often even reaching out with that arm on one side can cause a little bit of a tingling or a burny type pain down your arm, a bit of a funny pain. So it can cause that from the nerves as well. So it can be the joint, can be the muscle, can be the nerve, and the fourth thing that sometimes it can be is referred from the disc in the neck. So there can be a disc issue in the neck as well, which is relatively uncommon with that. Typically that hurts more when you're looking straight down. It causes some pain down into the shoulder blade, like looking down goes into the shoulder blade, or even tilting to that side might be causing the pain into that spot. That might tell us that it could be a little bit of a disc issue from there. So the joint, the muscle, the nerve, or the disc. So as you can see there, it can be a bit of a licorice all sorts. It can be one or the other, or a combination of all of it that causes the pain down into that sort of shoulder blade type area. So it's really important to make sure that when you are in on day one, that it's clear what you're actually treating, because it can be really, really confusing if you don't get it accurately assessed, accurately diagnosed, and you just go straight into, needling or, moving joints or things like that without being very clear about what the diagnosis actually is. So it's really important to know what those diagnoses are, what the cause of that pain is, so you can get the correct treatment. By and large, what we find is it's a combination of a little bit of all of it, and basically telling us which way say for example, you're turning your neck one way or the other, it will tell us what structures are involved. There's some pretty, I wouldn't say hard and fast, but some pretty common patterns that happen when you move in one direction or the other that tells us what the cause of the pain might be. So yeah, when you do get some help with that, make sure you ask your physio to do a full assessment on your neck to move around and also to determine which direction the pain is coming from, because that will tell us exactly what is going on there. Very common, we see it every single day, very common with office workers, teachers as well, around marking time, because they've got the head down in that position for quite a long time. And we see a lot of teachers coming around school holidays where they've got this very common pattern that happens. Hope that's been really helpful today. Just a quick one as I'm about to duck off for my Friday afternoon. Hope you're safe and well wherever you are around the world, wherever you are joining me. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back on Monday with another Facebook Live video. Cheers and bye for now.